if we don't do this, something will happen. We'll advise ourselves. So we want to do this. From today, we're starting a whole series of bringing to you daily reports of traffic, and we're doing that in real time. Okay, so we want to take you to a site, and very soon you'll get to see what's the latest, the bypass road, Airport City, Accra.
Yeah.
And it's courtesy
traffic.com.gh. So this is a nice aerial view here of the Airport City.
And this is Airport Shell.
So you can see the Shell filling station right there on the left-hand side of your screen, and the road looks pretty clear.
As at this time?
Yes, for this time of day. So if you're planning your route into Accra from Spintex, or to Spintex from 37, here's a route to consider. You'll probably move along pretty briskly and not have too much hassle. So that's the Airport Shell right there. Looking good, looking good.
Well, so we have more other satellite cameras that have been located in various areas in the city. So we'll go to Tetekwashi when we're ready with it, and it looks like we're ready with it.
There you go. That's the Tetekwashi overpass. And once again, for a Wednesday morning, it's looking surprisingly civil.
As at now?
Yes.
It'll look in 30 minutes. It'll be.
Yeah, I mean, but it's 6:30. Usually by this time, things are starting to pile up. But it looks pretty clear. What a surprise! So if you're heading into town from Medina and beyond, it's not looking too bad just yet at Tetekwashi. Of course, as always, going out of town is clear at this time of day. Coming in from Tema, yeah, still no build-up. So you still have a chance to get into the office on time. Just leave home now before things get crazy.
Well, so we'll take you to another venue, but the reason why we're doing all this because we want you to find your bearing around the city. We've been promised that there will be other satellite cameras that will be located or deployed to other cities across the country. When we're ready with that, we'll also be premiering all that for you. But let's go to the next place. We'll try as much as possible and try and get you the next location. Again, this one is courtesy
traffic.com.gh.
Traffic.com.gh.
That's correct. And
easy peasy.
Yes, they've set things up all across the city, so you can check it out on your phone as well. If you're a passenger, don't do this while you're driving. Let's have a look at Burma Camp real quick. Let's see what it's looking like there at 6:39 in the morning. Oh boy, ghost town. Burma Camp looking pretty good. So this is the new road that goes to Spintex from Burma Camp, and yeah, bright and clear. So if you're coming from Spintex into cantonments and beyond, or perhaps you're trying to get to the trade fair, this would be a route you'd use, and you'd be glad you did. Looking clean.
Okay, we'll go to another location for you as well. And again, courtesy traffic.com.gh, we're able to bring this to you. Now let's take you to the Tema area. And before you get into the industrial zone, you have to go through the Tema end of the motorway. It's a road I use regularly. Just yesterday evening I was there. And this morning, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, actually there is a bit of crawling going on. But the road that feeds to the motorway seems to be doing brisk business.
Yeah,
smooth.
there seems to be some construction there as well. So usually, I'm sure the traffic will pile up in the next 20-30 minutes. We'll bring you more highlights soon.
But the cars are queuing, you know, to go around the roundabout. So
definitely.
Yeah, if you're joining the roundabout, expect some delays.
Oh. Well, just in case you woke up early, you're tired and you're yawning in your car, don't worry. Make sure that you take the routes that we've just shown you and go to your destination as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mama Vizi, y'all.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is it still
You're
Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday.
You're looking kind of glamorous,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like
you.
understated but glam.
Hi.
You should do a photo shoot.
Why you? What's the
This guy is
understated?
a con man.
He's
I ain't doing nothing.
He's
should do
El
a shoot.
Chapo.
You
I
El
ain't
Chapo.
doing. I'm doing the newspapers.
Oh, don't be like that. You look really cute. I think you should capture it for posterity's sake.
No, I'm capturing it right here on the AM show.
That's right, that's right, that's right. And I have another thing that you can capture it on. So we'll talk later. But right now, let's look at the newspapers. A few of them before us. I've got the Ghanaian Times and many others. So I'll start with the Times, if that's okay. Yeah?
Sure.
All right then. So, banner headline, Tema, public schools under siege. And there's a worrying photograph of some form of sacks being dried out on the veranda of a school. More details as this. It says miscreants sleep, smoke, and cook in schools. Wow, that's not what you want your kids to turn up to see in the morning when they're, coming to seek an education. Also, no tariff increase due to ECG legacy debt, and that's the energy minister making that declaration. Minority boycott swearing in of new Ayawaso West Wuogon MP. And the president looking very nice in a rather nice sky blue suit. And the banner headline, oh well, not the banner headline, the headline is President tasks African mining companies to support development of continent. Oh, I love the color of that suit. Very nice.
The president's suits. Sea blue.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's not sea. I think that's more sky blue.
Sky blue.
Or powder blue, baby blue.
Powder blue, baby blue. You can trust Kajo. All the colors of the suit, he knows.
That's it. It is some.
Powder blue.
Anyway,
Sky blue.
And he's matched it with a nice gold lapel pin. And it just stands
You can
out.
see all that from the picture.
Yes. If you match, powder blue with gold, it's bound to stand out. So
Powder
there you
blue
go.
with gold.
President looking nice. On the back page, rainstorm renders 100 homeless in Mandari. And the pictures are quite troubling. 200 Burkinabes seek refuge in Ghana. Now, there is an ongoing terror situation in Burkina Faso, which I think we ought to pay more attention to because they share a border with us. We need to be asking what our security services are monitoring in that area. How strong is our deployment along those borders? How safe are Ghanaians who live in communities on the border from any spillover? We ought to be asking some of these questions before it's too late.
I agree.
Yeah. There you go. That's the Ghanaian Times.
Okay, you want to do the Daily Graphic or let me do the Dispatch?
Okay, Dispatch
So
first.
the Daily Dispatch has on the front page, use of Ghana card will help reduce high cost of elections. Yeah, I think we know that. We should use it in the next elections if it's possible. It's just next year, isn't it? Population size, age, and structure in Greater Accra and Ashanti regions. By the way, any of you have your details taken for the Ghana card?
Not yet. Not me.
yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, except tomorrow. 2016 election presidential parliamentary result with exclusive analysis in 2 years of President Akufo-Addo's administration. Analysis by Ben Efson. We also have clients lose $190 million as crypto trader boss dies with passwords, and the wife apparently didn't know. That's a very bizarre story. Bizarre story. Got me thinking. Charlie, sometimes when you live with someone or your spouse, you have to reveal. All right.
You're saying your matter.
No.
The Daily Graphic newspaper
changed
front
man.
page. Lydia Alhassan sworn in as MP for Ayawaso West Wuogon. Minority boycott proceedings. Walks to police headquarters to lodge complaints. We will talk about this matter when the MPs join us on AM Talk, because as part of the protest there were some placards with some inscriptions. We want to look at that matter critically. They've slept over that incident. What do they have to say the day or the morning after? Would they still do it if they had a second chance? But we know the The minority MPs walked to the police headquarters. It's about 30 minutes walk, the paper reports. So
Mamavi,
out.
what could you said is true. You really look good. And your lipstick, what color is that? What color is this?
That looks purple.
Purple.
Eugenia made me out.
Yeah, you really
Let's stick to what is on the front page
Let's
of
look
the
at the
Daily
close-up
Graphic,
again.
right?
Purple with some
you look
plum
very
undertones.
sexy.
You guys are intimidating me right now.
No,
I feel
we're
so
not.
intimidated.
You look
Oh,
so
really?
sexy this morning.
Supreme Court throws out
Yeah.
Kweku
Just take a
Bako
look at it.
over removal of Shala.
I love your lips. Nice.
That's not fair. Police take statement from 16 victims of Ayawaso West Wuogon violence. I need the feminist groups to come to my aid.
Yeah.
Back page of the graphic, 3 convicted of forcing students to eat raw chicken. Cartoons of unwholesome litty mackerel destroyed by the Food and Drugs Authority. Center spread, no more unusual tax incentives to mining. Cartoons. I said cartoons?
Yeah.
Somebody destroyed some cartoons, some
Shame
mackerel
on me.
cartoons.
I was thinking, you're thinking of the kids are old now. They don't watch cartoons anymore. So I was wondering.
And why would anyone destroy cartoons?
I apologize. Center spread of the paper.
We know.
No more unusual tax incentives to mining companies. President Akufo-Addo
It's your lips. I
tells
think they feel a bit
Africa.
heavy.
This was in Cape Town in
heavy,
South
but
Africa. Oh gosh. Energy Minister recounts sector's
You really look
performance.
good this morning, Mama B.
That's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper. Oh gosh. Oh my God.
All right, Daily Guide. And please, for the feminine rights groups, if you are looking for somebody to accuse of harassment, don't look here.
About harassment.
This is almost becoming.
Don't look here.
It's becoming
Yeah,
like
alright.
an abuse.
Yeah.
Hey, do you feel
Yeah.
abused?
Almost.
Ah, yeah. Okay, let's do the Daily Guide.
Mama B being abused. So funny.
Let's do the Daily Guide. And banner headline, NDC boycotts Ejakun wife, calls her bloody widow. Honestly. Government cushions Ghanaians with 232 million Ghana cedis, really. And Supreme Court affirms Charlotte Osei's sacking. Lydia Alhassan taking the oath of office yesterday is the picture that you will see on the front page. Also, kidnapper threatened to kill my girl. That's a headline with a picture of Priscilla Mantibia crunching on the front page. She's the youngest of the taken girls. She is only 15. Witness exposes NCA gang is also a headline on the front page. Let's see the back, where some sports stories are displayed. I wanted to be a singer, Kevin Prince Boateng says. Yeah.
Not too late.
I will certainly watch the Chris Brown collaboration. Kotoko plots Zesco fall, bring on Senegal, and Qatar 2022 project salutes Tamim.
You said Qatar. Qatar.
Yes, Qatar.
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 Yes.
All right. No worry.
I don't think
Today I
either
want to
one-
become like you. I'm checking.
I don't think either one is wrong, though.
No,
I mean,
no,
this
no,
is just
no,
about
yeah.
accent.
And actually, the way they pronounce it originally is always the right way, and
But
we
you
always
can't
get
say
it.
Qatar in Ghana.
No, Qatar. They're not.
You
So
would always
when
be
you're
like,
cool.
yeah, exactly. So you have to. There has to
Qatar.
be some differentiation.
So, Qatar national team is the
Yeah.
subject of
Yeah,
that
the
particular
champions.
story. You know, during the last time Kevin Prince Boateng played for Ghana in the World Cup in 2014,
Yeah. Brazil.
Rihanna was crushing on him so bad.
Oh.
She was tweeting about him.
Wow.
Yeah, like, who's this dude?
So
Wow.
we should be following this
would-
one, especially
Wow.
when he's in Spain.
You were
now.
following Rihanna. Do you follow
I
Rihanna?
do follow Rihanna, yes.
Charlie.
Shock you or something.
She was, but
you
you could tell she wouldn't
Top notch.
mind. She wouldn't mind practicing a few penalties with Kevin Prince Boateng.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so let's
yeah.
look at the
From
finder.
Sulia.
Are you
Anyway,
looking at the finder?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah, but
front
don't worry
page.
if you're not ready. Let me
Front
just look at the Daily Statesman. The Daily Statesman. Mama, you look good. The
Ron is crashing on me.
the Daily Statesman has on the front page, bossed
he wants to play
ex-boss
penalties with you.
to face court. Ewadakun will
Better
answer
to
for
the Sulia.
Charlie Onyasam Kokreba. Ewadakun will answer for serious issues. We also have Africa must not enrich others. Akufo-Addo urges mining in Durban in South Africa.
I thought it was Cape Town. Is Durban?
Indaba. Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, okay, yes. It's part
Why
of
does JDM want the presidency back? Because he wants it back.
Oh.
First Lady marks World Cancer Day in Kumasi. And let's look at the Informer. Informer has on the front page, Security Minister hot for orchestrating shooting at Ayawaso by-election. We have the Kufuor defense insult on PWDs, insisting tagging critics blind and deaf political metaphor. And then we have unlawful demolition at Ashaiman. Police commander fingered as complainant, appealed to CID to investigate the matter. And the last paper, the publisher, says minority storms police HQ or headquarters, seeking justice for some George. Amidu freed over special prosecutor job, and court throws out Kweku Bako. Mahama made us powerless, NDC youth. So those are the stories we have. We have the Finder.
Yes, front page of the Finder. Scrapped fuel taxes cost 232 million Ghana cedis. Comes with a picture of John Peter Amewu, Minister of Energy. Also, mining must make Africa prosperous, not poor, according to President Kufuor. Minority storms police headquarters. Establish a judicial inquiry into Ayawaso violence. That's Totobi Kwache, a former national security coordinator, issuing a statement yesterday. Ghanaians blast NDC MPs for unsavory tag on Lydia Alhassan. And there's a notice that the majority women caucus in Parliament, they have a press briefing today. I think it would certainly be on this matter of the placards and the protests by the minority group yesterday.
Yeah. So far, no groups in Parliament, apart from the minority itself as a whole, which makes the whole thing partisan. But none of the focus groups or even Parliament as an institution has said anything about one of their members being beaten during an election.
Okay. A good friend of mine, Sanyo Tamaklo, agrees with me. Hey, Charlie, Mama V, no be easy today, crowd.
You guys are just messing me up this morning.
Yeah, don't worry.
Let's do the papers.
Oh, you like it.
That's what I'm paid to do.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Any other thing I haven't heard.
It's
Thank you very much for the love.
Right. Say all day. Say all day. All right. Well, Gold Street Business has these. IMF schedules final Ghana review for this month. Program ends April 4, $200 million to follow the final review. And I've got to say, there's a picture here of Dr. Baumia and Christian Lagarde. Dr. Baumia still, in spite of everything, working away every day. It is the results that people want to see. But as for the work...
It is the city we want to arrest,
As for the work...
Yeah, I love that.
As for the work, it's being done. It's being done. All right, 2019 appropriation... Sorry?
No.
Okay, 2019 appropriation increases by 11.492 billion Ghana cedis. 3% tax on small-scale gold export begins. And on the back, 80% of mortgages patronized by resident Ghanaians. And GCB Bank are judged best in CSR activities in 2018.
How many Ghanaians patronize mortgages?
80%. That's what they're saying. Well, residents of Ghana anyway. Okay, Free Press has this from Frimpong Boateng's Mining Empire. 3. Mining tug of war. Anti-corruption expert reacts. Conflict of interest. Also, Vanguard Assurance fleecing customers. Nam1 snubs Shatawale and others on Instagram. Shows love to only loyal Stoneboy and Kumigita. And mining must make Africa prosperous, not poor. That's the president who was speaking in South Africa. The Observer has Professor Frimpong Boateng is not on the management team of Symphony Mining. And Ghanaians blast NDC over Bloody Widow placards. House swears in new MP and, amid NDC boycott. Mining must make Africa prosperous, not poor, President. And center-right ideology could better serve the people. That's Dr. Baumia. On the back page, NSA congratulates Richard Comey. And the 20 AFCON Ghana coach elated with winning start. Kotoko will qualify from CAF Confed Group stage. And that is Sefa speaking. And I guess that's it for me.
Yeah, so we have no paper.
Let's see if we can pick on a few of the issues. So, you know, the police saying that they've taken statement from 16 victims from the by-election shooting incidents.
That they intend using?
And there's a committee that's been set up to investigate this. My curiosity, though, is the fact that we have PIPS, the Professional Standards Bureau of the Police Service, but there's a separate committee that's been set up. Actually includes, it's made up of, and I'm reading this from page 36, the Daily Graphic newspaper, and this is David Eklu giving details of the committee. He says, members of the committee are drawn from Police Professional Standards Bureau, the Police Legal and Prosecution Directorate, the Police Operations, as well as detectives from the Police Crime Scene Units and the Airport Division. So the police administration wishes to assure that it has taken note of all concerns raised by members of the public, parliamentarians, statesmen, and reputable organizations, among others. And it said thorough investigations will be conducted in line with the ongoing transformation agenda of the Ghana Police Service. So 16 persons have come forward. Their statements have been taken. They've given Mr. Sam George a statement form, and he has to fill and submit for the necessary action, they say. And the reason his colleagues in Parliament marched with him to the police headquarters and back so that he can go and lodge a formal complaints. Yeah.
Well, you remember when I interviewed him on the Pulse, he said that he wouldn't report to the police because he doesn't trust them. But I guess he was counseled after that and decided to go ahead.
Well, he said he was called by the police.
Oh, okay.
They called him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Fortunately, News Afternoon is on our show this morning.
So we can
either
get
he's part of his legal team or he's
well, he's part
one
of the NDC's legal team. Yeah.
Fantastic. So we'll get a lot of details from
Yeah.
there. I guess the other issue is how the protest, the walking out of Parliament with
Proud
those
to-
placards. Yes.
Do you know?
That's the thing that's just.
Do you know?
I mean, it really doesn't.
I'll be a ruler.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel as if the NDC have the worst luck in the world, but sometimes I also think, well, maybe they just don't know what they're doing. I don't know, but several opportunities have presented themselves to the NDC recently for them to have offered themselves as alternatives to those who are not happy with the ruling government. So not so long ago, Kennedy Japan was running his mouth, saying all kinds of unsavory things, and instead of the NDC, going high when they go low, well, you saw Muntaka just falling into the pit with him and exchanging insults, the most base of insults. Then very soon after that, we had we had this situation with the shooting, and the NDC, instead of taking this opportunity, in their president to say that look at what the NPP government, has created the opportunity for by setting up this unit. Instead of the former president presenting himself as an alternative, saying, look, we told you, don't vote for these people. Now you voted for them. Look at what they're doing. Instead of saying that, he rather came to say, we are worse than them. Let us promise that we are worse than them. Then now, in Parliament, the new member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wuogon is being sworn in. And yes, you want to make a statement with that by walking out. Fair enough. I would have thought you'd rather stay there and
they said they don't recognize,
use your position.
They don't recognize her because of the violence.
All right. So they decided to then walk out. Fair enough. But then you call her a bloody widow and destroy, the credibility or validity of any protest you may have wished to voice. So it's almost as if they are either deliberately or unfortunately missing out on opportunities to present themselves as credible alternatives. And so for anybody who is not happy with the current government, it's like they are trying to remind you that we are no better. So you don't really have a choice in you are not spoiled for choice if you want to vote in Ghana. It's a pity.
Indeed. Well, We'll leave the rest for when we
but
settle for AM talk. I guess we
sure.
have just a little time to do My Joy Online.
That thing they had there, that thing they had there on the
A4.
A4 sheet. I don't know who advised them. Bloody, is that what they really meant? They want to say bloody widow.
Well, that's what they said.
And then also they should know that what happened to Sam George could happen to any other politician if the reactions of the normal politicians we've witnessed in the Fourth Republic could always happen at a certain point in time, because we've seen by-elections in which there's been extreme violence. Only that this one was more extreme.
Why
in my
hasn't
estimation.
Parliament as an institution said anything about an MP being beaten?
Well,
beaten.
Mr. Sede Champong is a member of the Defendants.
Well, they seem to be defending it up and
He's
down.
also on the show this morning.
Yeah.
So.
But
I don't get to
what
do.
I'm always saying is that
I don't get to do.
it could be any of them. It could have been any of them.
Yes.
And the next time.
Yes.
Yeah,
anyway.
true. Let's do myjoyonline.com. Police expand as in court committee to investigate Ayawaso by-election shooting. It would be a week tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
By-election violence by the Champon must step down, according to the minority spokesperson on defense and interior. Government spends 232 million Ghana cedis for tax reliefs on petroleum products, according to the energy minister. He met the press yesterday. Efiatenge writes, hashtag bring back our girls, the security notes. Oh, it'll be interesting to read this. DSP Efiatenge, PRO for the Greater Accra Police Command. We need a lot of this. Volta Region NDC dismisses Rawlins's violence claims. Will there be a reaction to that? North Tong Chief wants support for education in deprived communities. Energy sector back to life, buzzing. That's according to the energy minister. Supreme Court throws out case challenging Charlotte Osei removal. Details there on myjoyonline.com. Okay, so there's a lot of news on myjoyonline.com and interesting features and write-ups that you can always check out.
Oh, yes, definitely. We have to bring you the latest sports headlines. When we come back from sports, we'll bring you AMBs.
Yeah, Sede Champong and Inusa Fuseni are guests on the show this morning, both members of Parliament.